My balls were tingly. I was like, I'm excited.
I like the small boys too. We might have to cut what I just said there.
You just made the list!
Why the fuck was Daicos getting booed? Now, is this state of origin or is this state of relocation?
Hey, if you're not fucked enough,
Yeah.
here's some salt.
Kingsley's like, you know what? Hold my protein shake because I'm going to fucking go nuts here.
Love Paco Luciano. He watched the State of Origin.
But that was so weird to see the state of origin start with the ball being tossed up in the air.
It was a tip-off, wasn't it?
It was a fucking tip-off.
But we're going to win the fucking flag this year.
Nah, fuck off.
We're going to win the flag. I can't wait, baby.
Footy is back. Origin. Man, I love footy in February. And we've got Jamo here. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Cheets. This is awesome. I'm back.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had a podcast called The Jamo and Dylan Show, and I'm here in a footy capacity, and I couldn't be happier.
We love footy, and all we want to do is talk about it. I saw the Jamo and Dill show, and I'm like, where is this guy from? I need to get him here. I need to have a chat with him. And you wowed me over with your charm. And you're also a Freo supporter, so I'm like, how much of a nuffy can he be?
This is, it's different. Like, I haven't been on a sport podcast for a while, and obviously, being a Freo fan, I do have a lot to say.
Yeah.
And we'll go through that eventually. When the real footy season starts and Freo are playing, my nuffy will come out.
Yeah, right.
It
I've
will.
already got a St Kilda nuffy, got a
Yeah.
Freo nuffy. It's an interesting mix.
Yeah.
Brett Peake, when you get that reference? Brett
Yeah.
Peake, St Kilda Fremantle legend.
Yeah. And his dad was better than him.
Zach
so.
Dawson.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Have you got another one? I'm trying to think.
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's it. Zach Dawson, Brett Peake is all I can think of.
Off the top of our head, yeah.
Off the top. Man, what a week, though. We've had Origin come back, and I reckon it lived up to the expectations. What do you think?
It was awesome. I loved it. A few things, and this is something that I kind of worked out in the past couple of weeks, is I'm a very patriotic Western Australian. So
yeah.
recently moved here, and what I noticed from talking with Victorians is the same level of want to win wasn't there.
What, you reckon from Western Australians?
No, from Victorians.
Yeah,
So
but it just knew the job was going to get done. Have you seen the team list?
yeah, but was it a bit closer than you would have thought, or no?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's a game of footy, and these guys don't train together, and I just go... At the start, I'm like, it's going to be close, but I knew that Victoria, whenever they put the foot down, too much star power.
So do you think that the lack of passion, and I'm not saying that you felt this way, but a lot of other people that I was talking to in the build-up, there was a lack of passion, and I just want to know why. Is it because you just thought you were going to win, or...?
I said this before. I reckon the build-up to it was too friendly. I think that's what it is. I think when you have these kind of things, you need to go at each other, and it was too friendly. You have these TikTok challenges, like I said, and everyone was like, they were even doing the media stuff, or they were working out in the gym together.
Yeah.
I wanted some fiery action. When Toby Green said, can you get suspended in State of Origin? I'm like, here we go. Here we go. Toby's going to absolutely hit someone, and like, I'm not condoning violence here, but that's the passion I needed. But look, it lived up to the hype.
It did. No, it was a good enough product for us to see again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really want to see it again. The feeling I felt early on, first minute when Chad Warner kicked a goal, and
so
then
good.
he started,
He did that one,
pumping the
yeah.
chest and like holding the black swan. I was like, that's amazing.
And he broke Bontempelli's ankles. Did you see his little shimmy?
No,
The Chad, there he is. We're a big fan of the Chad.
We are. That's retro Chad.
That's retro Chad with a bit of, we bring the hair back, Chad.
That could be from the 80s.
That's the look that we want back, Chad. That's aura right there. But he broke the Bont's ankles. Did you see that
He
shimmy
did.
that he...
Just on his hair again, I actually like the receding hairline cut that he's got now.
Well,
I do.
You've done him dirty.
No, I love Chad. Like, I think
Yeah.
he's a superstar, and I think he looks a little bit kiddie and childish with the highlights.
Yeah.
So I love
Do you
him
like his new
with
look?
the buzz,
Yeah.
with the receding hairline. That's like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Could
Yeah.
be in Freo colours. You never know.
Could be.
Yeah.
I don't want to get my hopes up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
but
did-
he is explosive, and I love that.
He did say he liked playing with a couple of Freo players, which we'll get to anyway. But one of the things that excited me the most about this was as soon as the game started, you get to see the matchups.
Yeah.
And I saw Luke Jackson matched up on Marcus Bontempelli. These are two fucking unicorns.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even go for Freo or the Bulldogs. My balls were tingly. I was like, I'm excited. This is football. Two blokes over the height of 195 centimetres, just changing the game, lined up as midfielders.
How was your, I guess, thought process over Jackson in the midfield?
I think that's going to be sick. I reckon Freo they were teasing that a little bit last year, but then obviously Darcy got injured, so he had to go in the ruck. But I reckon he's got the capacity to do it.
I agree. There's a couple of arguments to be had here with yes, he can be a superstar midfielder. We just need to see it consistently. And then there's a lot of other people saying, well, when he's in the ruck, he's virtually a midfielder anyway because he's so good on the ground. But yeah, I just love seeing, like you said, the unicorn and the bonticorn.
Unicorn and the Bont. The Bonticorn.
The Bonticorn.
Let's leave that stick.
Because when Bont came along, there weren't that many huge midfielders
not like
moving
that.
like him, like a gazelle.
And he looks taller too. I think if you look at his height, he's like 196. You know, put it in context, Nick Riewoldt was around that same height. I think he might be a little taller than Nick Riewoldt. And imagine him playing full-time midfield. And that's exactly what the Bont's doing. And those two matched up. I mean, that could be something in the throughout the season we see with Fremantle and Western Bulldogs taking on each other.
I agree. And even like when we play Carlton, it could be Jackson versus Cripps, another big boy.
Yeah, we love the big boys at times.
We do love the big boys. I like the small boys too.
Nah, big boys. Exclusively big boys. Over 193 centimetres. We want you. We want to see you in the middle. It gets, like I said, it gets my balls tingly.
Yeah.
I'd love it.
We might have to cut what I just said there.
What did you say? You love the
I said I love the small boys. I'm not on the list, guys.
He's on the list. Release him. But yeah, like talking about the game early on, you know, you're talking about the passion. We saw Weitering get injured, and you know, I'm so glad that he's okay.
So am I. It was like he got hit by a fucking truck.
Oh man! And then the scenes after I've been stretched off, it's like you can hear a pin drop as well. It was
the
really
delay,
silent.
I said this before to you. It was Valentine's night, right?
Yeah.
So I was out at dinner.
Oh, this is good. Yeah.
And Grace just went off to the toilet. She's my partner, for those who are wondering. And I just quickly checked KO on my phone, and there was a stretcher out there, and I couldn't see who it was. So being a Freo man, I was like, oh, I hope it's not Sarong. But then this man was quite long, and Sarong's not very long.
Yeah.
So I was like, well...
Not the big boys.
No. And then I saw that it was Weitering, and I was like, oh, no, this is terrible for Carlton. But then to see he was okay was fine. But it was like, what, a 12 or 13-minute break?
It was huge. And I was getting confused with the clock because, I don't know if you saw, but the clock kept... It didn't stop. It wasn't doing the normal things that I'm used to.
Yeah.
So... my brain was like, what the fuck is going on with the time here? What are we doing? Are we missing out on some valuable time? Is this something that was agreed upon before the game? Because I'm not sure. I want to see these guys go at it. But yeah, it's pretty crazy when you went down and I'm like, fuck, this looks more than just a normal concussion. Nothing's normal about a concussion. It's obviously great to hear that he's fine. But one thing I saw on Reddit was, and this, I was like, what were they thinking? So as he's getting stretchered off the ground, the big screen had his stats up on the board and it had 0 goals kicked. And I'm like, guys, we don't know how badly this guy's injured. You want to tell everyone at the ground that Jacob Weitering has kicked 0 goals.
Poor guy's in a world of hurt.
World of hurt.
He's horizontal on his back, stiff,
Very stiff.
neck brace on.
Yep.
And guess what?
0 goals.
They're rubbing it in.
0 goals.
They're saying, if you're not fucked enough, here's some salt.
Here we go. Jacob Weitering, 0 goals. Actually, the only thing worse that they could have put on the big screen, I'm going there, is the fact that he got scammed with his NAB account. I'm sorry, Weeders. I think time has passed where we can actually laugh about that because we don't laugh about that.
And a few days have passed since the injury.
Exactly. So that's all good. And we're happy that he's okay as well. So it's not rubbing salt into the wound here. So
Definitely was.
And what we do know about Weeders is that he's fine and he's kicked 0 goals.
Yes, 0 goals. Yeah. And I wonder how many he'll kick for the year. I'm going to say 1.
1. You can think he might get forward.
It's funny. I was having a discussion, just a little side note. Yeah. I'm friends with Harry Edwards, who's the key back for West Coast Eagles.
Yeah, right.
He's coming up to the 50-game mark in his career, yet to kick a goal.
Yeah, right.
And I think he's of the lack of... He's got a lack of self-belief in him kicking a goal because he plays so deep that he thinks he'll never kick one.
Yeah, but it's the only time when the coaches are on the chopping block and they decide to do the old switcheroony and they play
forward or something.
Yeah. It's like throw him forward. That could happen if Minnie's in danger, which I don't think he's second year. But how's the name drop, by the way? Harry Edwards just randomly just drop a name.
No, that's all right. It's not the biggest name drop, is it?
So if you're out there, just Google him. He's played less than 50 games and he hasn't kicked a goal yet. So,
a lot of people from Victoria wouldn't know his name.
There you go.
They wouldn't know who he is.
But now we do.
And that's fine. Harry Edwards, keep an eye out because, he hopefully will have a better year than last year.
Exactly. We'll keep an eye out for his goal watch for Harry Edwards.
Yes, let's keep a tabs.
And one thing I want to talk about with Origin is Daicos.
Yep.
Nicky D, he was robbed by Lockie Ash, who a lot of casuals didn't know who the hell Lockie Ash was.
Ash played a great game.
He did play a great game.
Daicos played a superb game.
And why the fuck was Daicos getting booed? Like, I can understand Bailey Smith getting booed because it's polarizing. He'll give the bird. Daicos doesn't even use any profanities. Like, he's Mr. Goody Two-Shoe and he's getting booed. And I'm like, I just find this really weird.
Actually, I remember Daicos did drop a profanity in a post-game last year. And I was like,
too,
oh my God.
Yeah, that's true.
This is from Nick.
Exactly.
Who's like the prodigal son.
But like, him getting booed is kind of like, I kind of go, it's because he's so good that he gets booed.
That's exactly what it is.
And he probably thrives off it. But him getting as many boos as Bailey Smith.
I don't agree with the booing at all, but it did add fuel to the fire of Origin.
Yeah.
So is that game better without the booing? Not sure. I don't boo at games. I'm not a big fan of it, but does it...
Doesn't boo at games. I wouldn't hold it against you if you booed at games here, Jamo. Like, there's nothing wrong with booing.
No, I'm just telling the people who I am and what I'm about.
Of course.
Yeah, and I'm not a booer.
He's not a booer.
Right.
Okay.
I'm actually rather silent at games.
Really?
Nah, I'm joking. When my team's up and about, I'm loud.
Well, that's probably why you're silent.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, well, we've won
Sorry,
nothing.
that was right there for the taking.
And it'll be there for the entirety of this episode and more, but that's fine. I just want to quickly touch on a couple of things from Origin before we move on to the next topic. I want to say that WA's effort was brilliant. Right?
Yep.
I'm really proud of
You've said that already.
Effort. Did I say that?
No, that's fine. I'm just stirring you up.
Yeah, that's fine.
You said Victorians lack passion, and you said now that WA, you're very proud of WA.
And now I'm going to get on my knees for Victoria.
Okay, here we go. This is what we want.
Superior skills.
Yep.
I mean, the silkiness and transition from defense to offense, right, was ridiculous. Butters and Daicos linking up.
Yeah.
Was footy porn.
Could be the future.
It was footy porn. Imagine.
Yeah.
That would be scary.
Yeah.
But no, Victoria was simply better at football and skills-wise were awesome. Like, they were brilliant to watch, whereas WA would try their ass off. You know, they'd win the ball back and they'd turn it over and it was just embarrassing. So they've got some work to do and probably won't get the game next year.
I don't think they would. And you know what this game gave me? Ready for it? Gave me blue balls. The big V gave me blue balls because I wanted more.
Okay.
I wanted more. I wanted to. And now I think it's been confirmed that we're going to be getting more. I don't think WA is getting it. South Australia looks like they'll be getting it. So we get to see the likes of Jordan Dawson, Riley Thilthorpe, Jason Horne-Francis, if he pulls up okay. That's a solid team.
Yeah.
I actually had a look at it, and I think WA slightly it might have the edge, but you never know. Like, Cozzy Pickett, this is an interesting point that you brought up off camera. Born in South Australia.
Yeah.
And then played for WA. Now, is this state of origin or is this state of relocation? That's what I want to ask.
And I think Cozzy might play for South Australia
That's
as
fucked.
well. Yeah, and that could cause a bit of controversy. But
and then Victoria the following year. So he just goes through every state.
Yeah, because he's played in Victoria, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's world beater. But I also really like Butters having a crack at the WA boys. Butters and Toby a little bit. Toby started
Toby's a bit more mature, so he's just like, I don't really need to get involved.
But he had a few little spot fires and stuff.
Yeah.
But Butters...
He was into it.
And, like, I love Butters as a player. He's one of my favourite players in the comp, but I wanted to rip his head off watching him on TV.
WA, yeah.
Yeah, just because I was passionate and I was really, really angry that he was touching my players, right? Because they are mine from my state.
WA.
There's a sense of ownership.
Yeah.
And, Butters was so infuriating to watch because, one, he's good, and two, he can be lippy. He can hit you and get away with it because he is that good. And he'll back it up.
Yeah.
But he really elevated that Origin game into a sense of...
Yeah. You need those tone setters, right?
Exactly.
Just throw their weight around.
Yeah.
I love that. And it was good. As soon as he got into a little bit of a fight, I would say, it was on. That's what you kind of want to see.
Yeah.
And that's what you need rather than this, TikTok challenges, which just don't promote the game with TikTok challenges. Yeah.
It was really, really ugly to watch.
All right, let's move on because obviously we can agree that Origin was a hit and we look forward to seeing it next year and the year after that. And who knows how long this will go for. But let's move on to AFL Bingo. And like I said, we've got a bingo card. We've already crossed off one. There was another one that I thought we might cross off, and that was Toby Green getting suspended. The reason I say this is because Toby Green at a press conference was asked this question: can I get suspended during State of Origin? And obviously the answer is yes. So I was licking my lips. I'm like, Toby's going to sweet chin music someone. He's just going to fly kick someone in the head. Unfortunately, we didn't get that, and it's good because, like I said, I don't condone violence, but I love a bit of passion.
Yeah.
But what did you think? Did you think there was someone ready to get suspended? You did speak about Zac Butters.
Butters was ready to risk it all.
Yeah.
Like, if there was a WA player to swing at him or something, he might have swung back, right?
Could you imagine he swung at Mitch Georgiadis? Like,
That would be awesome.
oh, I would have loved to see Josh Carr's reactions. Like, first year at the helm,
Yeah.
Zac Butters just knocks out Mitch Georgiadis.
I think they're housemates too. I think that would be funny.
So Butters gets suspended and Georgiadis basically is out with concussion.
Yeah.
Well, this is a hypothetical, but that would have been good. I actually thought Toby was the one that was going to do something, but it didn't happen.
Okay.
The one, obviously, that we can't cross twice is the Corn, our boy.
Mm-hmm.
Kane Cornes ripping off the top and getting his rig out once again.
Let's cross it twice.
Let's cross it twice.
Because he's made it happen twice.
He has.
And just on his rig, I'm a bit sloppy at the moment. I'm
Aren't we all?
well, Kano's not.
Kano's not.
The volcano
Yeah.
is ripped. And if I was as ripped as him, my shirt would be off and I'd be doing walk and talks just to show off my rig. Yeah.
I reckon he's got it 3 times in the last 2 weeks. And what's crazy is he looks buff. You know, like, you know how some runners, he used to look really skinny.
Yep.
He's putting on size. So I'm like, is he on the phone to Stephen Dank? Like, what's going on here? Nah, sorry, Kate. I didn't want to put you there. But he's looking massive. And it's almost like some of the coaches that have beefed with him in the past, just not pointing at anyone, Luke Beveridge, he's kind of going, you want some? You want some? Have a look at the size on me. Yeah.
You got no fans.
Yeah, you got no fans. Literally, he looks like he's ready for an arm wrestling contest.
Yes. Big arms. Not as big as Kingers.
Nah, Kingers is there, and then I reckon Bevo is next.
Yeah.
And I reckon Bevo versus Kane Cornes in an arm wrestling contest, and if Kane wins, he's allowed in the doggies room. That could be box office.
That would be awesome.
I would love to see the AFL get behind that and sell that as a main event pay-per-view.
Could we even it out? Because, look, I think Kano would still get beaten in the arm wrestle.
Yep.
But then we can do... he'd win in the long distance run.
What, you want Bevo to get
I want to... give me a 100-metre sprint, maybe.
Yeah, right.
Imagine Bevo versus Kano.
In a 100-metre sprint.
Well, maybe we should do 3 events.
Yeah.
So they've got to do the 100-metre sprint.
Yep.
Into the arm wrestle.
Yep.
And then what can the third one be?
You do... you need something that's neutral.
General knowledge quiz, 5 questions.
I reckon Bevo might get him.
Paper, scissors, rock, maybe.
Paper, scissors, rock.
Yeah.
I want something violent. You know
Okay.
where I stand with this, right? Let's get a Royal Rumble. Let's get 19 coaches and let's see who wins. And then, who do you reckon would win if there was a 19-man Royal Rumble?
And the 19th being Tassie.
19th being the Tassie coach, which we don't know.
So that could be a range of coaches.
Let's say Nathan Buckley.
Yeah, right. Cool. It's like a randomizer on like a WWE game.
And who
fighter.
would win that?
Who would win like a Royal Rumble?
But just among all the coaches.
Yeah. Well, you've got to look at the strong ones. So like Kingers, you've got to pop in like a top 3 conversation.
Kingers is number 19 coming in like Bill Goldberg.
Yeah, that'd be sick. You know, it'd be funny.
Yeah.
Kane Cornes coming out from underneath the ring as Hornswoggle
Hornswoggle.
in the little Irish outfit.
And you know what? Costing Luke Beveridge the chance to win that Rumble.
Like Bevo's there in like the final 2.
Yeah.
And then he just trips him, pulls his legs and drags
Pulls his
him
leg.
out.
Kingers wins. Kingers throws him over the top. Bang. That's it. We've gone far too deep down this rabbit hole.
We have.
But yeah, like I said, the Kane taking his top off, we can't cross it out twice.
You're right. Yeah.
But that's off. I thought that Toby Green getting suspended was in real danger. There's a few more things. I mean, the AFL, us complaining about the rule change, I thought that might happen. Not yet.
Not yet.
We're 1 game in.
It ran pretty smoothly.
It did.
Yeah.
It ran smoothly. There's something that kind of gave me the ick, but I'll talk about it a little bit later.
No worries. I did like the lasso. I think it just moves things quicker.
You'd like the lasso?
I like it.
What the hell's a lasso?
When the ball gets kicked or handballed out of play, and then it's like play on. It's a free kick to the other team.
Oh, so that's what you call the lasso.
Yeah, it's called the lasso.
I had
rule.
to pretend like I knew what you were talking
Yeah,
about,
no,
but
no.
I'll be honest with you, I had no fucking
that's
idea.
fine.
I thought that was the last, what you call the last possession.
Yeah, last
rule.
touch.
Well, why the fuck wouldn't you call it the last possession?
Because then it's like, well, I like the lasso. But it's because the ball goes
calls
out.
It the lasso.
No, that's what it's called.
It makes sense though now that you
in the AFLW, it's called that. So when the ball goes out,
okay.
it comes straight back in.
All right.
So ball goes out. So look at what I'm doing.
Okay.
Goes out, throws out, comes back in.
Does anyone else call this the lasso? I really want to know.
You should watch some AFLW because it's there.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay. Well, Jesus Christ. Well, Let's move on from the AFL bingo card because clearly you're going to give me a lesson about lassos and I'm not ready to listen to that.
Yeehaw.
You know what I saw today when I was scrolling? I saw a photo,
Mm-hmm.
and this is fucking random as, and it's not footy related, but I saw a photo of Tom Hanks at Greg Chappell Cricket Centre, and this wasn't AI, but this I thought was Alistair Clarkson because we'll get the photo up, but Tom Hanks and Alistair Clarkson, they almost look like the same person right now. But it was weird because I'm like, first of all, what is Tom Hanks doing? And why is he buying cricket gear? It blew my mind. I had to bring it up because I saw it and I'm like, this, first of all, looked like Clarko, so I feel like it's related to footy somewhat.
Oh, it is, for sure.
But also, and I showed you this photo before this. What did you think when you saw it?
They do look similar. Like
They do.
you could, if you're just having a quick glancing look, that could be Clarko.
Yeah.
I could imagine Clarko going to buy a cricket bat to take into the box to smash up a window.
Imagine Tom Hanks plays Clarko in a movie and it's just like he has to recreate all these things. So, but it's like, yeah,
Like what are they called? Like when it's about the
the
person?
biopic.
Yeah, imagine him
But
doing
it's like
that.
Castaway, but it's worse. He's stuck in the North Melbourne coach's box and he
Yes.
can't get out. And he's talking to his footy, which maybe Clarko does, and he calls him Wilson.
Or we can call the Wilson ball Sammy Mitchell
Sammy Mitchell.
because they had a bit of...
They had a bit of thing and he's
Yeah.
referring to that. But yeah, that was a weird one. I'm like, I don't know what Tom Hanks is doing out here, but pretty soon I'm pretty sure he'll be seen with a Sharon because every celebrity that comes out here
That's true.
is seen with a Sharon.
And a jumper of some sort.
Yeah.
What team will it be?
North Melbourne, get him down. If North Melbourne can try and get him and Clarko side by side, that would be elite. And yeah, we'll put the photo up. But I just wanted to add that. I know that was, I'm a little bit, I'm sidetracked here, but it's something that I saw and I wanted to bring up.
Well, I appreciate you bringing it up because it's a great point and it is footy related.
Yeah.
Because we can tie it back.
We
Just
100%,
quickly,
yeah.
would Tom Hanks be chucking on the whites to play some cricket anytime soon? And would he be a long form or a short form player?
Definitely a long form operator, I reckon.
100%.
All his movies go for more than 3 hours. So
Yeah,
I
and
think-
he'd be pissed off if the game didn't go for 5 days as well.
Yeah, and he'd be out in the field batting at 7 and probably right into the sandwiches that you get when the tea spreads out.
Yeah, there's some good tea spreads out there.
And he'd be all about collecting the subs too. I feel like he'd be that type of operator.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we digress. All right, Jamo, we do this segment every week. And when I say every week, we've only done one. So let's see how this goes. It's the rebuild review. Now, get your hard hat on. All right. And then I've got you some goggles as well because we need to differentiate you between you and Sammy.
And also, eyewear, safety first.
Safety first. Yep, that looks
my
great.
God, I look like the retro NBA players.
That's it. You look like Horace Grant. Obviously, skin
Man,
complexion.
I could be a male stripper.
That's
Oh, damn.
yeah. There you go. And I've got the hammer too. I'm going to hold on to this. Well, what we do, and you're new to this because you weren't here last week, but what we do is we put teams in the work site. We need to review their rebuild, even if they admit they're not rebuilding. We can review that.
We can.
And this is the point that I want to get to because Port Adelaide, David Koch said they don't believe in the R word. They don't believe in rebuilds. And that was like, for me, alarm bells. I'm like, let's go into the site. Let's have a look at what we've got here.
It's false confidence in his build structure.
Terrible. I mean, you've got rid of Ken Hinckley, who was...
Ken Hinkley.
Ken Clinkley. I mean, Ken Hinckley was there for 10 years and they got rid of him. Now Josh Carr's come in. And basically what they're saying is, we're going to patch everything up and let you go to work. We're not demolishing this.
Yeah.
Band-Aids.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of this.
Nah, rebuilds look like they are needed. I think they are for most good teams, apart from Geelong.
Yeah, they're the
just-
only ones that could deal with that. They're heritage listed, so you can't...
Yeah, you can't rebuild.
You can't rebuild that. You just somehow continues to increase value, and you also got acres of land out the back, which you give to players, which is... Anyway, fucking Geelong. Why are we talking about Geelong? It's Port Adelaide right now. Port Adelaide, demolish the fucking club. Demolish everything right now. And start over, rebuild, draft picks. It's what you need. You can't patch shit up.
Cheats has popped the hammer down there.
What did Joel Embiid say? Trust the process.
He did say that.
So it's obviously rebuilds aren't bad. Don't fight it.
All right, Cheats. So speaking of things that have caught my eye recently, I watched a little bit of the No Holds Barred GWS doco. Kingsley's halftime speech, awesome. I love that.
Yeah, I was scared. I'll be
Yeah, no,
honest with you,
it
I
is
was scared.
scary.
And that is, I wasn't even in the room, and I'm like, I had a swear jar, And I've seen the Prime doco that they've done, and Leon Cameron, I reckon, broke the record. And Kingsley's like, you know what? Hold my protein shake because I'm going to fucking go nuts here.
I like
Fuck
that.
them all.
Fuck them all.
Fuck them all. No, I was scared. What did you like about it? What was...
I just like the aggression.
Yeah.
A little bit old school in the fact that, like, would I like to be on the end of that? Probably not. But if it was a winning team that was getting results, of course, yell at me all you want if we're winning stuff. But yeah, no, I just liked the 70s, 80s style fashion. Passion.
The fashion. Yeah, King is fashion tucked in.
Speaking about his fashion, he gets like a shirt that just fits him really tight. So
I think
his
he just
arms
gets
look
bigger
solid.
and bigger every time.
So you reckon same size and he's just bigger all the time?
He's just bigger. He's just got a pump. You know what it reminds me of? That scene where Kingsley just fucking roasts the players. I feel like, have you seen Pain and Gain, the movie?
Yep.
When he walks out and he's like, that's it. You got to get a pump. You got to get a pump. And he walks out and I feel like that was him. He was just like, after there, he just started pumping some bicep curls and he's just like getting a big pump on. And he's like, it's what he loves doing. I think he loves giving out those sprays. What I loved about that was that he went at the head of the snake. He went at Toby Green. He went at Josh Kelly. And I reckon good coaches, they hold their best players accountable. And to go to Toby Green and say, mate, that was fucking undisciplined, I had chills. I was like, yep, that's great. Because they respond. You know, Toby's just going to be like, yeah, I'm a bit of a fuckhead sometimes, but I'll pull my head in and I'll win us this game.
And it gives the younger players a sense of, oh, hang on, the older guys are copping it too. So, like, yeah, it gives them a bit more sense of belonging, even though it's hateful.
Yeah.
It's loving, but it's delivered in a hateful way.
Yeah.
But he's wanting the best out of these guys.
Josh Kelly, because I feel like Josh
Yeah.
Kelly and Toby Green quite different. I feel like maybe Cal is probably a bit of love, nurture, that type of operator. He's a Rolls Royce. When he came into the league, looked so smooth.
Yeah.
And what I liked about his spray to Toby Green is because I know that Toby Green is rough. Josh, and this is no disrespect to Josh, I think it would have been like, oh man, that hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, King is, I'm kind of coming into the twilight of my career. You know, they've got a few things going on at the moment. Maybe don't go so hard on me.
But Toby's just like, well.
Toby cops it. Toby's very old fashioned, I reckon.
Yeah.
Toby's like, you know, spray me and I'll deliver. And I'm not saying Kelly's soft or anything like that.
No.
I'm just saying everyone has a different coaching style, but it's just hilarious for Kingy to be like, you and you, fuck you both. I need you to lift. I'm not catering to you. I'm going my way. It might work for him. It might not for you. So that was the old-fashioned style.
Yeah, and I think that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
I just love the behind-the-scenes, full-on stuff.
I want to do a swear counter to see how many times. I love how these docos all come out and, like, the Australian way is to have fuck in every second or third word. Hey, I'm not complaining, but it's just hilarious. We saw Leon Cameron. The other AFL doco, and there's a new one coming out that's end of this month. The other one had so many F words that you lose track. Hopefully someone's done a swear counter on it.
That would be awesome. A swear counter would be filled up pretty quickly.
Yep.
So we'd need a big jar.
Massive jar.
Yeah.
Or speaking of sprays, I was thinking about this in the AFL.
I thought you were going to ask what deodorant I wear.
Are you a Lynx Africa guy? Because that's a go-to at the moment. If you're 15 or 31 like me and love Lynx Africa. Anyway, I digress. Biggest sprays that you can cop from a coach. I was thinking about this and I'm like, who are 3 coaches? You're in the room right now and I'm like, fuck, I'm scared because they're going to give me a spray. So it's a good spray, but it's a scary spray.
The scariest
The
sprays.
scary one. The one you're going to be receptive to, but the one that you're going to be scared of.
Do any coaches have a lisp? Because that could be a big spray.
That could be. No, that's actually taking it literally. Who's a bit of a sprayer? But
so
who's,
top 3 scariest sprays.
I mean, Kingsley stands on his own because I was shitting myself when I saw that.
Yeah, no, and it's good that because we've seen it, we've got tangible evidence, right? So that's a top 3.
He's already there. You don't have to put him in order, but I reckon Kingsley's
Yeah, I'm thinking, I've got a little list here. Ross Lyon, but I'm thinking prime Ross Lyon.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Back end of Saints and prime Freo days.
Yeah, pre-Naz shoulder rides, Ross Lyon.
Yeah, because now he's like a father figure.
Yeah, that sucks, Ross. Why are you so soft?
Before he was like an angry uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's like a delusional uncle who's kind of doesn't know where he is at. Because I've seen him quote like aliens and random things.
Yeah.
Quoting aliens. I don't even know if that's even possible, but But Ross has just done some weird stuff at presses where he used to be really intimidating. Now he still has his moments, but he's just weird.
I reckon he'd still give a spray though.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear from some of the Saints boys to see if he's giving them out regularly.
You think that Ford 50 entry was nice? Yeah, you think that? You think that? Okay, Bradley. Okay. Enjoy Sandringham. Enjoy Sandringham next week, mate. I don't know if Sandringham's linked with they are St Kilda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I'm going to agree with you. Are you putting Ross in that list?
I'm
or
popping
not?
Ross in.
Yeah, I'm popping Ross in there.
I think
too.
he still has a bit of mongrel, but
Yeah.
to the media, he's playing Mr. Nice Guy with a bit of crazy.
People underestimate how passive aggression is fucking scary,
It
man.
is.
And you've embarrassed me in front of my teammates, and you've done it in a way where you haven't had to raise your voice.
Yeah.
And emotionally, I'm in all sorts at the moment.
It's like telling off a puppy and then they're all like innocent and like shaking and stuff.
That's what it feels like when you cop a Ross line. All I remember was, what's your name, Shane? Shane? You're quite brilliant, Shane. That would have been devastating for that reporter. And I remember that.
Well, I haven't heard of Shane since.
Yeah. Where is Shane?
Where is Shane?
Let's get a petition out there to find Shane.
A
because
welfare check.
He was buried by Ross Lyon on, was it grand final day?
Oh, I don't have the memory of you.
Yeah, that's gone. Yeah.
Unfortunately not.
My memory works like this. So, yeah, we got Ross Lyon, Adam Kingsley, both there.
And then I've got a few here, but I'm happy to have a quick debate
Let's
about
have a debate.
it.
Tell me.
I've got Chris Scott. I think he's very measured, but there's a little like nasty streak that I think he might have.
Yeah, he's too good looking.
Okay.
I think I'm like, nah, you're handsome. Too handsome to
Yeah.
be this mean.
He's like a handsome pug.
Yeah.
I've
right,
got Clarko because Clarko's known to be quite angry.
Yeah.
But I also think since he's moved to North, it's kind of come back a bit as well.
I think so too. I think now it's like, it's just old man getting angry. Old man yells at cloud.
But the last one I have on this list, which I think will take third spot, is Sam Mitchell.
Oh, you reckon Mitch?
No, I've seen some. Hawthorne did a documentary last year.
Yeah.
And he can get very angry.
I think Mitchell's a smart ass too. I think Mitchell's got that real smart ass. He's like, did you think that kick was right? Did you? Mm-hmm. Did you think kick was right? Okay, now the Hawthorn brand of football, that kick's not right, mate. So I need you to stand in that corner in the room and think about what you've done. Yeah. He's got that kind of vibe, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm scared. Yeah. I'd be scared to tell Sam Mitchell what I've got up to on the weekend or whatever. Like he's scary, but I'm not putting him on that list.
Okay, who are you going to pop on?
I'm putting in Luke Beveridge.
Okay.
That interaction with Tom Morris, I felt Tom Morris. I was like, man, this is fucking scary. This man is just going full. Like when Bevo has tunnel vision, I think it's fucking scary as. I think when he's got it for you, like he's like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up.
Yeah, he does he holds a lot of grudges too.
Yeah, but that's not from a player. I think as a player, from what I heard, he loves his players and he'll fight for his players. So I'm backtracking. I'm backtracking here. Bevo would be scary as a reporter, as a player that plays under him. No.
Because then we're just going down the scariest human being route.
Yeah, I know. And we don't want to do that. All right, let's add Sam Mitchell in there because there's an element of I'll be your friend, but you cross me, I'll fuck you up. That's what it is.
I've also got another different, perspective on this. I want us to do top 3 least intimidating coach sprays.
The guys you're most likely gonna crack up.
Crack up or just be like, oh, he's trying really hard to scare us here, but I'm not feeling anything.
Not feeling anything. I'm gonna go with Craig McRae.
Yep. Yeah, but we've talked about this off camera. Really nice guy, maybe a bit of fake nice guy.
Fake nice guy.
But yeah, I agree. A spray wouldn't feel authentic.
Yeah, I don't think he's a spray type guy because it's an interesting one with Craig. I'd love to see a doco where it doesn't feel like there's so much control and it's just like allowing him to, like the same level of Adam Kingsley, we get to see this raw emotion.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I want to see that from Craig because I feel like quite often he knows there's a camera recording and it's either going to be a part of a documentary. So he'll come up with this ridiculous quote like climbing the stairs or something like that where I'm like, when the cameras are off, you're not like that. I just want to see who the real Craig McRae is. Take your fucking mask off. All right. Nah, so I don't know. From what I see, I don't think I would he was telling the story and I'm not having to go at Craig McRae. I'm a Collingwood supporter about how he was down to his last $5 and gave it to a homeless man.
Yeah.
Craig, you never had only $5 in your bank account. You're telling me that you had $5. You, someone who played AFL for an extended period of time and an active coach, had $5. Sorry, I'm ranting. So there's no way I wouldn't be taking him. Like I would have a laugh.
Yeah.
Kind of. And that's, I'm not no disrespect to Craig McRae. there's things where I'm like, I don't know if you can intimidate me.
That's the thing. There's no disrespect on this list, and at the end of the day, it's an uninformed opinion. We don't know
We
these
don't know
people.
this. I don't know Craig.
No, so I'm adding my coach JL to
Yeah,
the list
exactly.
because he's he seems quite reserved. The players all have his respect.
Yeah.
And I think he's a very good people person. Like a lot of the players say that they really love him and stuff. But yeah, imagine at halftime and JL's like, boys, it's just not good enough. Like we need to be doing this better and that better. But it's not revving you into gear.
Yeah.
It's more so your dad coming to you and going, mate, like I expect a bit more from you. Can you really just try harder at school this term?
Yeah, he's got this like base level every time, and I think when he tries to like turn it up a little bit, it looks like he's glitching. That's what I've noticed. He'll be like, like
there's
that
a
on the
little bit
bench.
of like underlying autism or something. One thing that I was just thinking, it was a bit rogue, but we've got it on our bingo card, the amount of birds throughout the year, right?
Yeah.
Imagine JL gets like a gritty win, like Freo get a gritty
Gives a
win,
big bird to the
and he gives a bird to the crowd.
yeah.
Would never happen.
Would
But
his,
it's
to his
just
own crowd. To the free battle.
to the haters.
To the
Everyone
haters.
said that I play boring.
Congratulations, you've qualified for wildcard round by finishing 10th, and then he just gives a bird. That's not a pass. But look, digressing here again, but it's not a pass mark for Fremantle finishing 10th, right?
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a pass mark for many teams unless you're one of the rebuilding teams.
Yeah.
Because that finishing 10th in a wildcard year would be huge for a rebuilding team.
Yeah,
it's false hope, but it's
hope.
also like it gets your team to a point where you're nearly there.
Yeah.
So like you might be able to do it next year.
Well, Clarko basically came out and said that the wildcard round was made for North Melbourne. I'm like, turn it up, Clarko. Like, apparently the AFL head office, they're just like, yeah, I reckon this will be great for North Melbourne to incentivize them to win more than 2 fucking games a year. Sorry, I've got just on the angry pools today. Look.
I've got happy ones.
If Freo finish 10th, they won't be happy. Like,
100%
they need to win a couple finals games, I reckon, in my opinion.
No, I agree. Like looking at the list and the years that they've had to develop it and where the players are at in their careers, it has to be a top 4 finish or else it is a failure from the club. And yet, like you said, win a couple of finals, at least get to a prelim.
Yeah. We might see a different side of JL this year.
Maybe.
It's contract year for him, isn't it?
I think so because he's on those year-to-year contracts where he might be a janitor.
He's like a 35-year-old veteran footballer playing on a list at the moment where he gets a year-to-year deal, which is the most wildest deal ever. But yeah, he is someone where if I cop a spray from him because he's so monotone, I'm just like, I don't know where. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, JL.
And then I'm going to throw this one to the listeners. Who do you think the third one could be? The third least intimidating spray coach?
All right, so now we go into our segment of buy, sell, and hold. What are you buying? What are you selling? What are you holding? I'll go first. What I'm buying is February competitive football, State of Origin. This was perfect. This was great for my itch. I love this. The only thing I would add is I used to love the Wizard Cup, NAB Cup, when they used to have the 9-pointer and used to go nuts. That scratched the itch for me.
Give him that round of applause.
Yeah, I'm like, this is great. Can we bring in the 9-pointer for State of Origin just to add a little bit of spice?
I love it because then you got players doing torpedoes from 60 just because you might be able to get 9.
And the players that are capable of doing that rather than, someone who's fighting for a list spot who probably needs to work on his drop punt but he's trying to kick a torp because it's in the NAB Cup. So this would be great because you've got some amazing players. I'd love to see Paddy Dangerfield's got a big roost on him and he could kick it from 55.
Yeah.
So he's like, yep, we need to get a few score. We're down by 30. Let's go for the 9-pointer here. So I'd love to see that included. But I am buying State of Origin. What are you buying?
I'm buying the GWS No Holds Barred series.
Yep.
So the doco, I've started it. I've watched 3 episodes. It's great. It's unfiltered, it's raw, it's behind the scenes, and it's something that I haven't seen to that level before in terms of how raw and unfiltered it is. And I think it's needed for an entertainment point of view for fans, especially if I was a GWS supporter, I would love this. And it uncovers some things that you might not have thought about or known about, some not like really deep into people's personal lives, but enough to know that these people are human as well. Like they're athletes who are paid well, but they're humans who have feelings. And Yeah, and I'm also buying Paco Luciano stocks.
Oh, true. Our boy.
He's awesome.
Yeah, you got 2 you're buying. Jeez, you've got deep pockets today.
Today I do.
Yeah, there
maybe
you go.
next week I won't be able to buy anything. Can't afford it.
Nah, the man he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT, and he's promoting footy like I've never seen it before done.
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome. And yeah, love Paco Luciano. He watched the State of Origin.
Yeah.
He endorsed it. He loves it. Someone fly him out here, get him to Australia, because that would be insane.
We'll get him on the pod. And we'll just watch Cozzy Pickett highlights over and over, because Melbourne sent him a Cozzy Pickett signed jersey,
Saw that
which is
this
sick.
morning.
It's very wholesome, and I think this is the best thing about Aussie rules football, is that we really appreciate when people overseas start to appreciate our game.
Yeah.
Because we've got this, like, we're in a bubble with AFL. Whereas, like, look at the NBA, look at the NFL. They're still, even though they're American based, they're global games that people still know. LeBron James, Steph Curry, you know the quarterbacks as well. But then the AFL, it's like, I don't fucking know. Like, Americans don't know who Cozzy Pickett is.
Dude, he's picked it up so fast.
So when he picks it up, it's just like we see it and we're like, fuck yeah, go Australia. We love it.
Like, he's just had a little boy. Like, his partner's just had a little baby, and he's still streaming every fucking night.
Mate, priorities.
He's got the baby in the back corner, and he's like, Cozzy, I fucking love you, Cozzy. He's awesome.
Yeah,
and
sick.
watching someone fall in love with the game that we once fell in love with, it brings you back to those feelings.
That's good. That's a good buy, mate. That is a good buy. I like that. I'm going to go into now selling. Now, just things that you want to get frustrated about. And one of the things that I'm really selling is the new rule of throwing the ball up in the air, which I don't have an issue with totally. I don't have an issue with, because the game moves on quickly, where they got rid of the bounce. But what I do have a fucking issue with is the centre bounce to start the game. Why did we get rid of this? Maybe I didn't read the rule books properly, but I thought they were going to start with the centre bounce, and throughout the whole game, they're going to throw it up in the air. And I would have been fine with that. But that was so weird to see the State of Origin start with the ball being tossed up in the air like it was some sort of basketball game.
Yeah, it was a tip-off, wasn't it?
It was a fucking tip-off. And now I feel like it was so big and a part of our tradition to see the umpire walk up, hold the ball up in the air, and it's like, yep, this is my time. I'm going to bounce the ball. It's fucking on. And hearing that ball bounce, hit the MCG turf. You know, I talked about how my balls get tingly when I see Bont and Luke Jackson. My balls get tingly when I hear that first bounce.
And the crowd roars.
And the crowd roars. Now, that wasn't happening.
It wasn't.
And it was disappointing. So I'm selling... Like, if it means getting rid of the bounce completely, I'm selling this new rule. I understand the idea of moving the game on quickly, but bring in that first bounce.
I agree. I'm on your team there.
You're on my team?
I'm on your team.
Fuck yeah. Hit me. Nice. On the same team, what are you selling?
The Optus Stadium turf.
Ooh.
Yeah, a bit of a different one, bit strange. The players were slipping over heaps.
Hamstring awareness.
Yeah, we can get onto that. But yeah, the players slipping over, it's been a problem for years, right?
Yeah.
So there's still no fix. I've been hearing from the curators, or they're not pitch curators, are they?
I don't know. We'll call them...
The groundsmen.
Groundsmen. Yeah, that's right.
The groundskeepers, right? The players are slipping over left, right and centre. And then my dad, like old-fashioned, they need to wear the metal screws, mate. Wear my fucking metal screws. They don't lose their footing.
Wear some steel caps, mate. That'll hold you down.
But, like, obviously, cricket gets played at these footy grounds, right? But... where the drop-in pitches were is always slippery.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get fixed. It's weird. Like, I don't know if it's a fixable thing.
Yeah.
The ground gets used for concerts and stuff throughout the year too.
Yeah, right.
But Optus Stadium's turf needs to be fixed before round one.
Yeah.
Because if I see my players slip over again,
it's crazy that we didn't get any injuries, because I reckon if we got injuries, it would be back page news straight away. Be like, we've got an Achilles, whatever. I think the hamstring awareness, I think that was just generally players being a little sore and going off, so they didn't really make much of it. But you're right. If someone got injured or did an Achilles and stuff, they would have scrapped any sort of footy in WA so quickly, because you know how the Victorians would have got on it so quickly as well. Yeah. But interesting. I'd have to look over the footage to see how many players slipped over then, but it's been an ongoing issue.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. And there's some other grounds as well. The G's great. Like, the G doesn't have that issue.
Next year, Origin at the G, I reckon will happen.
Yeah. I think SCG had a few issues as well.
Yeah.
A lot of players slipping over.
Yeah.
But, onto your hold.
Onto my hold. So this has got to do with the injuries as well. There's this notion that State of Origin is risky because players can get injured. Now, we saw Jacob Weitering go down, and it was unfortunate. But what I would say is that a couple days earlier, Tom Green got injured in a match simulation, and it looks like a potential season-ending injury. injuries can happen anywhere, anytime, as long as you hit that percentage of like intensity. Okay. So State of Origin, we can't wrap these players up in bubble wrap and say they're not playing until round 1. They don't have this intensity. It's bullshit. They do this at training. They turn it up. Jacob Weitering, that was a freak accident, right? That could have happened at training. You know, you could do a match sim and that happens. I'm holding this idea. It's not necessarily, it's kind of leaning towards a sell, but I'm holding in that State of Origin isn't about, like, it doesn't increase the likelihood of players getting injured.
No, I agree.
That's where I'm like, just pull back on this. I'm on the fence of it. I understand you're out there playing and it's before round 1. I get it. So I can understand people just, raving about injuries and all that. But at the same time, I'm just like, just cool the jets here. Can happen anywhere.
Yeah, and these players are playing match sims all week, and I'm sure there'll be more injuries.
Exactly.
I hope not. But
Yeah.
it's bound to happen. It's a contact sport where these things happen.
What I'd love to see is a 3-match series
Mm-hmm.
before the season starts, but that means players will be fucked. Players would be like, we need an off season for State of Origin.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
But that would be great though, because that's what the NRL do. Started early Feb, ended by, and you don't have to have it week by week. You might have a 2-week break, but then you have different locations.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Are you
'cause
talking between 2 states?
two
or-
states?
Right.
To have a 3-match series. Yeah, every year it's changed.
Yeah,
That would be cool. And if someone wins 2-0, that's it. You don't need a third.
yeah.
The third is there to settle it. You have it run through February. I reckon you give enough time. So you've got 4 weeks in February. You have 3 games in 4 weeks. I feel like that's enough time. You might want to change the quarter length so the players aren't out there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got blue balls. I want to see more. I feel like one game is great, but I want to see a series that I can get invested in, like the State of Origin and the NRL.
I feel you. I think you'll be dreaming forever. I don't think it'll ever happen.
Yeah, fuck. Only we can dream. Who knows? Maybe you might be seeing me in Dill's position. Who knows?
Dream.
Yeah,
I'm
dream
happy
on,
for
baby.
you to dream. Dream
We'll
on.
chat. We'll chat. Me and AD.
Oh yeah, AD.
AD. That's what I'm calling him, baby. And
My
Dill.
hold, the
Yeah.
stand rule.
Holding
The stand rule.
quite literally standing.
Yeah, I'm standing.
Yeah, standing
on
and not
the
moving on
stand
it.
rule. And any movement, I'm fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked. You can't. They were very strict on that.
Yeah, so I get it. I get that it helps the flow of the game. It encourages players to play on, move the ball quickly. That's good. But it's so restrictive. If you're the man on the mark, are you even playing sport? Like, you're just standing there like a statue, watching the guy with the ball run past you. It's like in school, like primary school, and people can just stand, like once you've been tagged, like you've got to run from one end to the other. I forget the game.
Yeah, Scarecrow Tiggy.
Yeah. And you just
Yeah.
got to stand in the middle and you can just put your arms out, right?
Yeah, it was a go to Scarecrow Tiggy, by the way. MVP.
Yeah, I was pretty good too. Don't know the name, but pretty
Scarecrow
good.
Tiggy. That's it, because you get tagged. Anyway. So
Yeah, it was just called Scarecrow back
Yeah.
in Perth, but that's all right. What's the Tiggy bit?
when you get tagged, Tiggy. Scarecrow
Tiggy tag?
Tiggy tag, baby.
Damn, that's
We do it
childish.
differently down here in Melbourne. But
Yeah,
we
you
love
do.
it.
Yeah, I like the game.
But I agree. But I also understand the logic of why it was brought in.
No, I understand that's why I'm holding
you're
it.
holding,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I'm not selling
You're a
it.
good man.
I think that it is beneficial to the game, but I also think it's so stupid watching a player take a mark and then be able to run past the guy, and then you're outnumbered. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like,
it does. They just used to exploit it so much to the point where players used to not respect the mark.
Yeah, they'd
And
run
around
either
and stuff.
side,
And I'm
yeah.
like, I just think it just made the jobs hard for the umpires, where it's like they can't give 50 every time. Well, now it's like a clear rule where it's like just stand.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why they came to it,
Mm.
and they wanted to move the game on quicker because they wanted the ball to move through the corridor. But I agree with you, Hole. There is some teething issues with this rule.
Yeah.
And I think most of it's going to come down to how they adjudicate it. I think if someone's using that as an opportunity to impede the play, then you pay that 50.
Yeah.
But if someone's just tripping over or like I've seen ones where someone might move to the side just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
You got to use common sense.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, like if a player feints one way and you go that way, you can't be penalised.
Which they changed that rule because a lot of players were trying to bait that,
Yeah.
where they were trying to do the fake handballs and they would jump. Like umpires using common sense. The rule is now that's not a 50.
Yeah.
So
So that's why I'm holding it. So yeah, I'm a bit in, bit out, but it's all right.
No, that's a fair hold. That's a fair hold. Now, before we finish up, I want to ask you about Flag Mantle.
Yep.
Were you there when Flag Mantle was made?
When was Flag Mantle made?
I reckon Flag Mantle came about in 2021
Oh, I've been there since birth, so
No, but were you one of the pioneers of flag mantle?
no. I hate talking about it.
You hate talking about flag mantle.
No, I love talking about the potential to win a grand final, and ideally, I want it to be before my father dies.
Yeah,
because
right.
we've been in it forever.
Yeah,
and his days are unfortunately numbered.
Oh, jeez.
He doesn't have
getting
cancer,
real
but
dark
he
here.
doesn't have. He's all right.
It's just old age. This
He's
is
just
what,
getting
it's what's
on.
happened to Freo supporters.
But it's because it's been 32 years or whatever
Yeah.
it's been with no premiership. Obviously, we got close 1 year, lost by 15 points to the Hawks.
The bad kicking. Bad kicking is bad football.
Bad kicking, and it was Fife. It
Yeah.
was Ballantyne. It was guys who, well, Fife's never been reliable in front of goals.
Yeah.
But, it was just a really tough day. I was 13 at the time. And
13! Sorry. I think it was
But-
the same year.
yeah, I am very excited about the prospects of Fremantle as a football club in the next 5 years. I think they've been taken as a joke for their entirety.
Forever.
I
I mean, you don't do yourself any favours given the flag mantle nickname.
yeah, but that's not the club doing it.
Yeah,
It's the supporters,
supporters,
right?
yeah.
And it's the supporters who are dreamers.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
one day we'll get there, hopefully. Touch
Yep.
wood.
Knock on wood.
Better be real wood.
Yeah, that's not real wood, so there you go.
Sick.
There you go.
But yeah, I'm very excited. I think that they've got a great squad, and they should be going deep into the finals.
So fucking media trained, Jamo. Tell me how you really feel, all right? This is so down the middle, being like, you're not JL, all right?
I'm going to look down the camera.
Yeah, look down the camera and tell me why flag mantle is happening this year.
Oh, no, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you.
Oh, we're putting words in his mouth. All right, give me an honest opinion of where Fremantle's at this year by looking down at the camera.
And I'm also going to just tell you how I feel about my footy
all
club.
right,
So
go.
I'm very sad. It's been really tough. I'm 26 years old. It's been 26 years of heartbreak and misery. Do I see an end to this? No. Am I really upset? Yes. But we're going to win the fucking flag this year.
Nah, fuck
We're
off.
going to win the flag. I can't wait, baby.
That was so close to an emotional breakdown, and I reckon
can't wait.
This is just masking the pain right now. But no, it's been a pleasure having you on, Jamo.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you again. What we're doing at the moment is a rotating roster. We got Sammy, once and killed a Nuffy, and then we've got a Fremantle. I don't know what you are, flag mantle Nuffy. He doesn't believe in it, but he also believes in it, so I don't know. But we'll be back here again next week, hopefully next week, with Sammy. So see you then.